I'm here at the Autosport Show 2019 at the NEC with Anna Walewska, well-known lady GT racer. Good morning, Anna.
Hi, Mark. Nice to see you.
Yes, it's taken quite a while as this. To say technically we aren't that far apart at certain times of the day.
No, we are like passing ships. We tend to be at all these shows and perhaps at races, but we don't see. So it's nice to talk to you, and I'm happy to be at the Autosport International Show on the BWRDC stand with the Mercedes in the background, as you can see.
Yes. Now, as I said, I'm here for Pink Performance. There you are, Cheryl, the plug. The one thing about you, Anna, is it's the Mercedes that's behind us. You went from nothing to this in a staggeringly short period of time. Exactly what happened and how did this Mercedes come about?
I don't want to show my age here, but let's say I've been involved in motorsport all my life. Got to professional status in British GT level, and I decided it was about the right time to now go from driver to team ownership. So I guess a natural progression, career progression for me. And I wanted to set up a team at the level I raced at, so British GT, with the Mercedes as a car to run, simply because they were so supportive as a brand in what I wanted to do. It was last minute, you're right, middle of the season, it was quite a quest. But I knew the Mercedes was a good car to choose. British GT I wanted to stay in and really use my experience as a driver, and I've driven for various different race teams over the years, put what I know as a driver into the race team, run the team how, as a driver, what service I would want. And really encourage future talents, drivers as well as young engineers, and that goes into my link with Bolton University, who are still supportive of me and the team, and we have their engineers that come with me to the races. So as a general idea, I wanted the career step up, a different challenge of being team owner, do it halfway through the season, and we had great success. We had a second at Spa, a fifth at Brands Hatch, so I knew we showed our hand as in what we can do. And look at 2019 as a year to actually challenge for a full championship.
Now, the one thing is you are a lady racing driver, which is very topical at the moment. There's great things about lady racing drivers. How have you found racing as a lady?
Well, no different if I was a man in that sense. And I think, we've discussed this before, Mark. You, at the end of the day, you put your race helmet on. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You're driving that car. If you can do that job well, you just want to beat the car that's in front of you and keep the car behind you that's behind you. I've never had any issues, but I have grown up in the sport. I've been fortunate enough to be in it a long time. Won races, showed my worth as a driver. I happen to be a female that does that, and I know it's very current at the moment, women in motorsport, and I'm all for encouraging females into motorsport, and I would say to anyone that wants to get involved, male or female, just do your job well, prove your worth, whether it's engineering, mechanics, as a driver, and don't worry about your gender.
I mean, one thing, strangely enough, we were talking about just before this interview is a lot of young drivers, be it male or female, want to get into racing, but they choose very high levels of racing to try and get into. Is it not better at times for them to go for a lesser formula, a lesser, shall we say, championship, and get themselves out there, get themselves known? Because if you can get a full season and some serious podiums in just a small, say like the new 116 Trophy from BMW or the little Mazda MX-5s, that counts more than doing about 3 mini GT races.
Yeah, correct. I think go back to your grassroots, whether it's karting, club level. It doesn't matter about the level per se. If you're starting out in motorsport and you can do a full season, I think that's far better to show what you can do as a consistency over the year, rather than just flit in and out of a championship. That said, we know it's budget related. It isn't easy to sustain a full championship, but definitely do something that can get your name out there and a full season attack on whatever championship that is.
So what's new? What's going to happen for 2019? Can you actually tell us anything at the moment, or do we have to wait?
I knew you'd going to ask that question. I can't say too much yet. The Mercedes, I'm still staying with the brand. Pro Technica, has linked with Brook Speed. So we've now got a wealth of engineers and mechanics from Brook Speed experience on board. I will be in GT racing. I want to encourage young up-and-coming drivers, so I'd love to have the young guns in my car. That's about all I can say at the moment.
But no, Anna Walewska, thank you very much indeed for giving us a chat. Oh, no doubt we'll chat as the year and the season progresses, but thanks very much for chatting to me and Pink Performance today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mark.